on today's video, I'm going to talk about what is Ausbildung, the apprenticeship, the vocational training colleges. I'm going to talk about what are the requirements that you need to become an Ausbildung, the time that it takes, what are the advantages that comes with it after you are done with this Ausbildung training program. Therefore, welcome. My name is Maina. I welcome you guys back into my channel. On this channel, we talk about nursing content. We talk about different ways on how you can manage several conditions that are affecting the society. We talk about on migration, how you can migrate to United States of America, how you can migrate to Canada, how you can migrate to Australia, how you can migrate to European countries, how you can migrate to Asian countries. I mean, mention any country and I will give you a cheap pathway or a complete free pathway on how you can migrate into these countries. Therefore, if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing into this channel and turning on the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you always get notified. So welcome onto this video. Today I want to talk about Ausbildung. Basically, what is it? How to go about it, the requirements. Remember, as I always tell you in this channel, we talk about cheap pathways, how you can migrate, or a complete free pathway on how you can migrate into these countries for greener pastures, to further your studies, to boost on yourself, and to broaden even your thinking concerning the cultures and even the language. So welcome. So what is Ausbildung? So Ausbildung is a education training program in Germany. That this program allows you to work and to study at the same time. Yeah. So it's an educational program in Germany that allows you to work and study at the same time. So which are the examples of this Ausbildung program? So Ausbildung is as I have told you, is an education program. This program allows you to work and to study. So basically, it's like an apprenticeship or a vocational training thing. So you can go into mechanics, you can go to electricals, you can go to the medical courses like nursing, the laboratory technicians. You can go to these areas. Basically, what Ausbildung does is that it is a hands-on thing. It is not like the university where you are pumped with theory, a lot of theory thing, and you have less practical. In Ausbildung, you have a lot of practicals with you. So if you are a person, if you are a lover of hands-on work, yeah, the mechanics, the electricals, the nursing, the hairdressing, those hands-on thing, the plumbing, those hands-on thing, you can get into this, and it is very rewarding actually. So as I've told you, it's a hands-on. So and in Germany there are over 300 types of Ausbildung. Over 300 types of Ausbildung, and they are based even for speciality and for specialization. So this way you work, you go to classes half and you work to classes like for example for nursing, as I have always been telling you, there's a program for nursing whereby you go to study to become a nurse in Ausbildung. It is as opposed to many countries where they study, the nurses go to the universities to study and become nurses. In Germany, most of them go to Ausbildung institutions. So you go, basically for nursing is 3 years. So you train for practicals. You're supposed to be in class for 2,500. You're supposed to be practical for 2,500 hours, and in theory in class for 2,100 hours. In practical, I mean you're supposed to be in clinical areas, in the hospitals, doing your hands-on and taking care of the patient. So that is the practical bit of it. So it is not 100% being in class. It is you are in practicals at this particular point, and you are in classes at this particular point doing your theory. So the courses ranges from one course to another. So it does not mean that when a course, one course can take 1 year to study, but a course can take 4 years to study. So for the time to study, or the time to study your course, it ranges between course to course. So, and now the good thing about it is that once you are done with this Ausbildung training, you can work in any European Union country and even worldwide, because actually being trained in Germany is a worldwide training. So you can work in Austria, you can work in Switzerland, you can work in Netherlands, you can work in Switzerland, you can work in France, you can work in Belgium, Spain, Luxembourg, Poland. You can work in all these countries. So this an advantage of it. And remember, in this Ausbildung, you are some of them. It is not all, but some of them you are being paid. For example, in nursing, you are being paid once you are studying to become a nurse. This is a great opportunity for you guys, and requirements are not huge requirements. They require you to have, as I've told you, number one thing, I've always told you about the language speaking, German language speaking proficiency. I've always told you to at least have, when you are going to these schools, at least have a B1 or B2 certificate if you are going into these institutions. So they require you to have the certificate of German speaking language. Then they require to have a certificate to prove that you have been to school for at least 12 years. And I've always received this question, that they need to check your grades. No, they need to see whether you have been into school. And how do they check whether you have been to school? By checking the high school certificate concerning how you call it into your country. So they need to check by checking this high school certificate. They satisfy whether you are able or you are eligible to train into these Ausbildung institutions. So they need to have a visa, of course, a valid passport, valid document, that is transport. Yes. Now, the good thing or the benefit of training, of being as an Ausbildung, is this one thing. Once you are done with your training, once you are done with your course, concerning whether it takes 1 year, whether it takes 2 years, whether it takes 3 years, you'll be able now to get into the job market. Do you have the skills? Yes, I have the skills with me. Yes, I can be able to speak German language very well. Yes, this means I can get a job, or I can get employed into the job sector very well. I can work very well. Now, once you are done with the course, you can be able to get a job, a full-time job, which you can work for 2 years. Once you work for 2 years, then you can apply for permanent residence. If for that country, for example, you are in Germany, you can apply in Germany. For example, you went to Switzerland, you went to Poland, you went to Italy, you went to Luxembourg, you can apply for permanent residence in that country that you are in that European Union country that you are in. And when you apply for permanent residency, you become a citizen of that country, right? So this is a great pathway for you guys that you guys can follow. And when you follow these steps, and you follow the steps on going into these colleges, it is going to help. This is a great pathway that most of you people don't know about it, and it is a great pathway that can pay for you, that can connect you to your destiny, open doors for you. Because if a program is going to make you a citizen of a foreign country and put you into those opportunities of enjoying the big cake and enjoying the fruits of that country, this is a great program for you. I decided I'm not going to be meaning this information. I'm going to share with you this information. And if also you find this information helpful, you can share it with your friends, with your family members, with your relatives, with your parents, with your children, because we need to help one another. We need to make sure that every person gets to know of these things and gets to understand of these things. Let this information not bypass many people who need it. Let us help these people, and because I believe it is by helping one another that we rise together. Because when we rise together, we win together and we conquer our dreams together. So share this content, share this video with your friends, with your family, and let this video inspire them to move. We decided that we are moving out of our comfort zone because for a long time we have stayed for a long time we have stayed in our comfort zone, and this has really affected us negatively. This is our time to shine. This is our time to move. Therefore, I wish you take this information with you very well, and I wish this information helps you to make the proper decision that you require. That is it, guys, for today. I'm gonna meet you on my next one. I am Maina. Bye.